This person thinks because other countries have also committed genocide that me talking about the Dutch's genocide is fitting a narrative. Let me read you some excerpts from this book. Early in the morning of 9 December 1947, some 80 soldiers of the Dutch Royal Army, ordinary conscripts, not Captain Westerling Special Forces, not KNIL diehards, not Ambonese, whose extreme loyalty made them brutal, but decent newcomers from the Netherlands, entered the kampong of Warageda. The small village was in the marshy lowlands east of Jakarta, an inaccessible and rebellious area. The Dutch troops were looking for a local guerrilla leader. But when it turned out that he was long gone, they massacred the village's entire male population. At least 300 and possibly more than 400 civilians died. Women and children were intentionally separated. Not a single firearm was found on the victims' bodies, and there were no Dutch casualties. Even after the village had been conquered, men were still summarily executed. You can go and fuck yourself if that's a narrative. Actually, talking about Westerling, Westerling addressed the silent crowd and went through his list of suspects. Those who heard their names had to stand. Amongst the crowd, he had informants who discreetly signalled whether or not someone was a Bermuda. Village elders were also compelled to point out rebels. One after the other, the suspects were forced to squat. In front of everyone, Westerling then personally shot them in the head. If the villagers refused to name names, they would be murdered themselves, after which Westerling would randomly pick out another 10 victims. In some villages, he had his men form a firing squad. Again, if that's a narrative, go and fuck yourself.